Hey everyone. Here I got a battle with Blah here, or well, as everyone knows, I'm on abras-asylum. Nick. Um, yeah, I just know him as Blah. But anyway, this was a really fun battle. I'm not sure how long it actually is. Me and him have had some pretty epic, you know, battles that have lasted like about an hour or so, and this one at least lasted about 45 minutes, I think. May have even lasted longer. So I'm leading off with Crobat again. I'm still trying to test him out and see what's good. Now, he goes for a trick, which this Miracle I'm not used to, even though he's probably used him on me before. But of all things, he switches a Scarf on me, and then I'm able to taunt him. Kind of just defeats the purpose. And a Scarf Crobat is kind of no use. So we both switched out at that point, and fortunately he switched into Mr. T, his Tyranitar. And yeah, kind of surprised each other a little bit as far as when we stayed in and what moves we used. It was a pretty fun battle. So in comes Zapdos, and I was gonna go and stay in with Infernape to hopefully get a Focus Blast to hit. Because, thought he might figure out with Switch, or maybe Focus Blast would miss or something like that, so he'd either, like, sub up or Dragon Dance, or whatever he had at the time. And fun thing is, so he brought in Tyranitar, and I actually had somewhat of a Sandstorm team, myself, were with this set, with the exception of Infernape, of course. So just in case he decided to T-Wave me, I went ahead and switched in to Sky Venom here. And I was thinking he had a Hidden Power Ice like most of these guys do, but a lot of people lately have been making their Zapdos different, which is pretty cool. It's nice to see different sets on some Pokemon, where you see like the same thing all the time. So I thought he might switch out, and I went for a knockoff. At least in this case, he stayed in, and I got to knock off the leftovers on Zapdos, which is, pretty decent because leftovers on, legendary like that can get pretty annoying. And I've been noticing a lot of bulky Zapdoses lately, so that's gonna do me a bit of good. And yeah, we both switch out on that. We're kind of like predicting and then over predicting and good stuff. Wasn't sure what he was going to do. Didn't think I could do too much with Cradily in there. So went ahead and switched out to Monkey Burn. And I think this is where I fooled him or something like that. He thought I might switch for whatever reason or something. Went ahead and went for Flamethrower because I was afraid of Focus Blast missing, and Flamethrower should definitely, take out that sub, no problem. And even if he Earthquaked me, I might live, and then possibly Blaze would be activated. And right there is where he thought I might go for a switch, I guess, because he had a sub up, and he was predicting, maybe some other Pokemon coming in with, like, maybe like a Gengar with Levitate or something like that. I was kind of confused when he used Crunch there. And that was even weirder that he sent in Mr. T here, but maybe he was hoping for Focus Blast to miss on him. And again, I think I surprised him at this moment because instead of going with a Focus Blast and possibly having that miss, I go for Grass Knot, which should do a pretty good amount of damage considering Tyranitar is, a heavy Pokemon. So it does a decent amount, but not as much as I'd like it to. And he unfortunately gets a sub up. But, you know, that still brings his HP down a bit. I know he has leftovers, but that's still going to help once I break that sub and he has that much less HP. And I've been seeing these a bit lately, these sub-focus punchers, and it's again nice to see a Tyranitar that's different. I know mine isn't, but so much different than others, and people have kind of done the same thing, but I try to make mine a little bit different. So, wanted to stay in and break that sub. Unfortunately, I lose Monkey Burn here, which probably could have been like the main, you know, key player in this battle to take out some of these Pokemon. So here's my old Scizor again. Figured I could scare him off or kill him if he decided to stay in for whatever reason. And he goes into Steelix. And just in case I was slower than Tyranitar, I went for a Bullet Punch, hoping to bring his HP down low enough to where he wouldn't be able to get a sub up if he tried. So at this point, it took me a little bit to figure out what I wanted to do, because I figured he was going to sub up, and I could have, you know, used Superpower like that right there, but, you know, then there's the downside of, you know, losing some attack and defense. But went ahead and went with that. Now his HP is down real low, and he still has a sub up, but, you know, that's not quite a big deal, because once I break that sub, he's pretty much toast. So figured he was going to go for an Earthquake there. Even though he didn't use it before when I had Infernape out, I was figuring that he probably had that. And I forgot why I switched out again on this. I think I was just trying to really confuse him. I think that's what I was going for. And you guys might think I'm crazy for this right here. I didn't want to start losing stats where due to superpowers, I guess recoil, if you will. So I went ahead and went for X-Scissor. I know it's not very effective. I know Steelix has got a ton of defense. But, you know, this is, you know, an Adamant Scizor, and I figured it might take, like, you know, 3 or something like that. But he also can't do that much to me. So it's like, if I can just break that sub, you know, eventually, and his HP is still down pretty low, I can kill him off with a superpower. Because also anything else he switches into isn't going to take up it so well, except for maybe Zapdos. And this is another move of mine that a lot of people don't carry on Scizor, Roost. I really haven't seen anyone else use that. I thought about changing it, but it's actually come in handy too many times, so I think I'm going to leave it. So now, unfortunately, his health is getting up, you know, almost back to half. And finally, it's broken, probably due to that critical hit. But then he goes for another sub. I'm just like, damn it to hell. And I'm going to go and cut this video off here because it's getting close to 10 minutes. And I've been having trouble with this stuff trying to upload to YouTube from my phone.